This is the Iowa Weather Report for Tuesday, March the 11th, 2014. And now our first look at the 0Z GFS model run. At 1 p.m. this afternoon, we have a system digging in across the Rockies into the Intermountain West. This is going to bring a cold front down from the north that could bring us some rain, some snow, some wintry mix, sleet. It's all going to be determined on the temperatures. It should start out as a rain-snow mix, maybe a little bit of rain in the northern and western counties, and then it'll start to change over to snow later tonight into very early tomorrow morning. It'll be all snow as it's moving to the east. Highs today will be mainly in the 30s north to lower to middle 50s south, where there will be some sunshine. Wednesday it'll be much cooler, highs in the 30s and lower 40s, maybe upper 20s in the northeastern counties. But this cold air doesn't last long. Winds back to the southwest Thursday will start melting snow once again, with highs in the upper 30s, low 40s northeast to maybe low to mid 50s south and west. But then that doesn't last long either. This very quick pattern, we have a frontal system coming through on Friday. This could trigger a few clouds around. Any precipitation will be well south and north of the state, with temperatures upper 30s to near 50, and those drop into the 30s and 40s here on Saturday as the high pressure tries to nose in from the north. You can see a disturbance off to our north and west, but this is going to just skim the state Saturday night into Sunday, producing mainly some wintry mix or a very cold rain down across Oklahoma and Arkansas. Around here it'll be partly to mostly sunny with highs in the 30s and 40s, roughly speaking. But then here, as we go into the next work week on Monday, winds back to the south and west, the cold air moving out, highs likely back into the upper 30s northeast to maybe around 50 in the southwest. So more melting snow possible at that time. And this quick moving pattern just continues even into next Tuesday. We have a peace energy moving out of the Canadian Maritimes toward Greenland, another over the Great Lakes. We have one down in Florida, one off the Southern California coast, another over the north and west, and we can pick out the storms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got all these systems, but none of them very close to near here. Could see a few more clouds here next Tuesday with this system over the Great Lakes, with temperatures near seasonal levels. Going into the extended period on March the 22nd, we have a trough over the east. We have an upper level feature over the north and west into western Canada. Bit of a northwesterly flow, and that's going to keep the temperatures seasonally cool, not by a whole lot. Highs in the maybe upper 30s to maybe around 50, depending on any snow cover that's still around by this point. And then at the end of the forecast, March 26th, we still have a ridge over the west, bit of a trough over the east, still a flow coming out of southern Canada, not straight out of the North Pole, we can say that for a fact. So that would mean temperatures would still be seasonally cool, maybe a few degrees below seasonal averages, highs in the mid to upper 30s north and east, where there'll still be some snow cover, we think, to maybe around the mid to upper 40s in the south and west. Satellite image from last evening, you can see the next storm approaching from the west. Lots of high and mid-level clouds across the plains, back into the Rockies. A couple of clouds off on the Gulf Coast and also across New England. The watch warning map from last evening, we had some winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings in the Rockies, some high wind issues across the plains, winter storm watches from south of Chicago into the north and east. Elsewhere it was fairly quiet. Going to the QPF chart, precipitation over the next 5 days through Saturday evening at 7 p.m. You can see the main precipitation will be across from about Missouri, Illinois, northeastward, across the Gulf Coast, across the northern Rockies. Around here, maybe around 1/4 of an inch of liquid equivalent.